Thank you for tuning in to Connecting Communities. This time we're going to talk a little bit about people, product, and process, and connecting your communities through the people, the products, and the processes that you have at your business. All successful businesses adapt to the changing environment, and I think that's where we are in the racket sports industry. We've seen great growth over the last year or so, but I want to see that continue, and to do so, I think we need a little bit of a paradigm shift. So I think we need to think about what's going to drive new players to our game. I think that's the lowest hanging fruit for all of us, getting the new players, the beginner players, adults and juniors, into our facilities. I also think we need to adapt a little bit to how we're coaching kids and adults. Kids and adults, they want to learn to play the game. It's not about strokes or the technique side. It's about the tactics and how do you play the game? How do you serve, rally, and score? And then help me play it better with the technical aspect. And I think that's a little bit of a change for many of us in the tennis and racket sports industry. And then lastly, I think we need to understand what motivates adults and kids to be there. And they want to be there for a variety of different reasons. And a lot of times it's not to be a great player. It's not to join a league team or take lessons from the best junior coach in town, but it's there to maybe hang out with friends and family, meet new people, and be around like-minded people. So it's not all about coaching the advanced players from the adults and the junior side. It's also about attracting new players to our game and doing a little bit of a paradigm shift in our industry. Every business, regardless of what industry they're in, if they're going to be successful, they focus on the 3 Ps. In some form, they may call it a little bit differently, but the people, the product, and the process. The first P is people. To me, they're the most important asset that any business has. Since people are the most important element to any successful business, you want to make sure you're hiring correctly. Don't just hire anybody. You want to make sure you're hiring somebody that not only has a skill set, but more importantly, fits into the culture that you have. You want to make sure that your job then is to support them, give them the tools to be successful, and empower them to be successful. And then sit back and watch them shine. But too many people, too many clubs hire anybody to fill the position rather than the right person and then empower them to be successful. The second P is product. Now that's everything that you have there at the club. So it's your facility and what it looks like. It's the experiences that people will have when they come in and out of your facility. It's the programs, and I think many of us know that that's obvious, but it's not just that. Your people, your tennis pros, your managers, your directors, they're also your product. People come there. They're a part of your facility because of certain people that are there. So your socials, your leagues, your programs, what your facility looks like, and of course, the customer experience is all part of your product. All successful businesses have systems and structures in place and specific processes that help them become successful. Throughout your facility, there are systems and structures and processes in place that you may not even be aware of, but it drives your success. You know that there's systems and structures that are in place in the shop. There's also processes that need to be in place on how you drive and recruit new members. And then also in the maintenance department, there's processes in place of how to do things and when to do things. Throughout your facility, you have to have very tight processes, and that's the third P. Connecting with the communities we live in is so important to a thriving facility or a club. And I'm hoping sharing some of this information on the 3 Ps helps you, as remember, you're going to be hiring a lot of new people in your facilities, and most of them are coming from the communities that you live in. But you also want to stand out for the place to be, things to do, or maybe the best events in town. That connects your facility to the communities that we live in. Thanks again for watching.